Hi everyone, myself Vamsi Krishna. In this session, we are going to see about authentication of AWS provider with respect to Terraform. Okay, basically, what we are going to see is how many ways we can connect to AWS resources from Terraform, and we will see all the ways. Okay, let me show you quickly how many different ways are there. We have total 4 ways. The first approach is static credentials. Second approach is environment variables. Third approach is shared credentials file. And fourth approach is EC2 role. In this session, I'm going to cover 4 approaches, one after another. Basically, what I will do is I'll use these 4 approaches and try to create a EC2 instance with the 4 approaches. Okay. Let us get started with the implementation steps one by one. Let me create a server and install Terraform in it, and we'll start with static credentials approach first. Okay, go to launch instance. I'm selecting Amazon Linux 2, review and launch. This is the key pair. July 20 key is my key pair, and my server got created. And I'll name this server as Terraform authentication. Okay, this is just for my naming convention purpose. You can name it anything. Terraform authentication types. Okay, I'm saying Terraform authentication types. Copy the server IP and connect to it from mobile extension. Click on session, SSH, remote host, specify username, advanced SSH settings, use private key. This is the key pair. Once we are able to connect to server, we'll switch to root and we'll download the Terraform and configure Terraform in the path. Okay, go to Terraform website, terraform.io/downloads, or you can simply say Terraform download. If you say Terraform download, you will have this Terraform website. Click on this download Terraform, and ours is Linux. Select the Linux 64-bit, right click, copy link address, and go to OPT. Just say wget this Terraform. We will get a zip file. Unzip the Terraform zip. Terraform is unzipped. Now, if you see there is a file called Terraform, just copy this Terraform into /usr local bin and set user local bin to path $path : /usr local bin. Now you can verify Terraform version. Terraform version is 0.12.29. Perfect. Now what you can do is you can create a folder for Terraform scripts, and you can go into Terraform script folder. Here we need to write our Terraform script to create a EC2 instance. For that, we'll just refer Terraform documentation. Just say Terraform create EC2 instance. Okay, we'll have so many resources. We'll copy one resource and we will try to implement that 4 approaches with this resource. If you see this, minimum we need these entries, right? Minimum we need these entries. Okay, the resource name is AWS_instance. This you can give any name, and along with that you need provider as well. Okay, this is what Terraform documentation says. Now we'll try to create this file. Let me create a file. Okay, I'll say vi create EC2 instance .tf, and here I'll paste this code. I'll paste this code and I'll change the values. Okay. The first entry is provider. Provider is AWS. My region is US East 1. Okay, let me change this to US East 1. US East 1. Next thing is resource AWS underscore instance, and the name is web. You can name it as anything. And then AMI. Whatever the server you want to create, you need to copy the AMI ID. Go to launch instance. In my case, I'm going to launch. I'm and substitute here. Got struck. I'll open another. AMI is this. AMI ID is this. Instance 2.micro. Tags name hello world or something. Region is US East 1. Perfect. We have our Terraform script ready for creating EC2 instance copies. Okay, this is bare minimum. Okay, I haven't mentioned key pair, all these things. We can add that part also. We are just trying to see Terraform scripts. Here, vi create EC2 instance dot tf. Okay, this is the extension. Paste the entries here. Okay, this is the bare minimum script. Okay, now the first thing we need to do is we need to do Terraform initialization. Just do Terraform init. Okay, seems like it got removed from the path. Just initialize the path again, or you can set it permanently. /usr local bin. Okay, now just do Terraform init. Okay, now it is initializing the backend. If you see, it creates a ls-la. If you see, it created .terraform file. Okay, now if you want to see what and all resources are going to get created, you can just do Terraform plan. Okay, what it says, no valid credential sources found for AWS provider, meaning there is no authentication to run this Terraform script. Now we'll go back to the authentication and we will see how many ways are there. We'll start with first one. In the first approach, it is asking to provide static credentials. As a part of static credentials, we will add access key, secret key in the provider section. Okay, let me go and create a user in IAM. Users, add user, and I will say this user as Terraform user 1. Programmatic access, next permissions, attach existing policies directly, select EC2 full access because we are closely working with EC2 instance. Next tags, next review, create user. You can download the CSV or you can make a note of this is access key and this is secret access key. Okay, now we are going to configure access key, secret access key in the provider section. Close this piece. Sorry, I closed the Terraform authentication documentation. Jump to authentication. Okay, first one is static credentials, and we need to provide access key and secret access key. Okay, copy these two strings, access key is nothing but this one. Next one is secret access key. This is secret access key, and we need to add these two things in the provider section. You can go here, vi create EC2 instance, and in the provider section you add these two new entries. Okay, you can do this formatting as well. Perfect. Now save this one. Now do Terraform plan. Now Terraform plan. Now it is showing what and all resources will be created. See, all these were created now. Okay, now if you do Terraform apply, it will create a EC2 instance. See, it is asking us for confirmation. Yes, I'm saying yes. It will create an instance. We can see this instance in the UI screen. See here, now we will have an instance. Okay, if you see, one server is going to get created. See, this is the server which we named as hello world. That means our server got created. Now if you want to remove this, you can say Terraform destroy. Terraform destroy. Now we finished the first approach. Now the problem is you should not hard code this access key, secret key in the provider, because this was like not recommended, and if someone gets hold of this access key and secret key, they can do anything over our system. Okay, ultimately this Terraform scripts will keep in the GitHub. Okay, we should not expose access keys and secret keys in our code. That's why this is not a recommended solution. Second approach is we need to go with environment variables. Okay, let me remove, let this destroy. I'll remove access key and secret key, and we will go with environment variables approach. Okay, this is done. Now what I will do is, it created a Terraform state file as well. That's okay. We can see that concept later. Now remove access key, secret key. Okay, we should not keep in this way. Now, if we remove access key and secret key, how can we pass this to our Terraform script? For that, we can use environment variables. The second approach says go with environment variables. This is the environment variable. Okay, you can say export this environment variable equal to access key, and then export AWS export AWS secret access key equal to this one. Okay, you can use the environment variables. This is approach 2. Okay, let me name it as approach to environment variables. Okay, This is approach to environment variables. Copy these two things and mention it in the environment variable section here. Okay, there should not be any space. We need to take care of the spaces. Here there should not be any space. Okay, copy these things and run it here. Perfect. Now we have created access key and secret key via environment variables. Now you can do Terraform plan. Okay, and then you can do Terraform apply. You can say yes. See, it is creating now also. That means using environment variables and approach also we can see this. Okay. The other way is you can use shared credentials file. Instead of setting it in the environment variables, you can use the shared credentials file approach. I'll show after this. It is still creating the resources. If you see, we can see server here. One server will be getting created. See, now it is coming. Hello world, it is generating. This is done. Let me destroy this and do the third approach. You can say Terraform destroy. You can say yes. We are deleting. The third approach is we need to use shared credentials file. Shared credentials file is nothing but you can configure AWS with your custom profile. Okay, let me do that. Once this is done, I'll do that. This is done. Now what I will do is I will say AWS configure -- profile custom profile. Okay, AWS configure -- profile custom profile. It will ask access key and secret key. You can give access key and secret key via AWS configure. This is done. Next one is this one. Next, you need to mention the region, US East 1. Next, output format, JSON. And if you see this custom AWS configure, the path will be here, cat.aws/ we can say cd. Okay, we need to go to root. In the root.aws, here we have cat credentials. If you see, we have custom profile, access key equal to this, secret access key equal to this. Now what we need to do is we need to mention this in our Terraform file. Vi create EC2 instance dot here. Here you can mention shared credentials file. Okay, let me copy the name. Just copy shared credentials file and profile. Okay, go here and paste it. Okay, our shared credentials file is under root. Okay, I configured it under root /root /.aws/credentials. Okay, /root/.aws/credentials and profile is custom profile. Save this file. Now also you can do Terraform apply. Okay, you can say yes, it will create the server. You can see now also it will create a server. See, if you refresh, New server is generating hello world, right? Third approach is also working fine. Let it completely create. We will do the final approach, fourth approach, which is with EC2 role. Okay, this is created. Now we can destroy this. In all these ways, somehow we are giving access key and secret key. If you observe, in the first approach, static credentials, or in the second approach, environment variables, or in the third approach, shared credentials file, somehow we are giving access key and secret access key. Okay. The fourth approach would be EC2 role. Okay. No need to give access key and secret access key. And the preferred way is fourth approach, EC2 role. If you are running Terraform from EC2 instance with IAM instance profile using IAM role, Terraform will just ask the metadata API for entry. This is the preferred approach for any other when running in EC2, as you can avoid hard coding credentials. Okay, this is the best preferred approach. We'll go here, we'll go to IAM, and we will create a role for Terraform. Till now we have done everything with user. We'll create a role for Terraform. Create role, create role. Allow EC2 instances to call AWS services on your behalf. Next, permissions. Permissions, I'll give EC2 full access. And then you can say Terraform EC2 role. Okay, this role is already existing. I can say Terraform EC2 developer role, developer one role, something like this. Okay, Terraform EC2 developer one role, create role. Now you can remove the shared credentials. Vi create EC2 instance, remove shared credentials and profile, and what you can do is you can attach the IAM role to this server. Go to instances, open our EC2 instance where Terraform is being used. Select the instance. This is our instance. Actions, instance settings, attach or replace IAM role. Here select Terraform EC2 developer one role. Click on apply. Now we are not using static credentials, and we are not using environment variables, and we are not using shared credentials file. We are using EC2 role, which is recommended approach. Okay. Now just do Terraform apply. See, it is even working with Terraform apply as well. Sorry, with the fourth approach, EC2 rule. Okay, these are the four different types of authentication. We have seen four approaches, and the best recommended approach in projects is the fourth approach, which is EC2 role. Okay, it's up to individuals. If they want, still they can use static credentials, environment files, shared credentials file, EC2 role, but the recommended approach is EC2 role, so that no one can access our credentials and run the Terraform configuration. Okay, thanks everyone for watching this video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel.